Hello, hello.
What's
Welcome.
up?
What up? Welcome to another episode of Read It or Don't.
Or Don't.
And I gotta say, I'm real excited about today. We have been dying to talk about these books. We have been just foaming at the fucking mouth to literally record this episode so we could keep the series going.
Okay, I wasn't even allowed to read book 3.
Because I want theories
Hey,
today.
what's funny? I did, the way that I turned it on, I got into, I think I was, starting chapter 2, and then you're like, what are you doing? Are you listening to that book? And I was like,
I'm watching you.
I was like, how did she know?
And guys, we just want to say, remember, if there's ever a book that you really want us to read, a series you really want us to get into, you can go on our website and shoot us a little contact form, or you can truly just DM either. Probably honestly don't DM me. I'm so bad with my TikTok DMs, but if you DM Read It or Don't, if you DM us on the podcast one, we will totally answer. We'll look into it. We'll make a list, but let's jump into it because we have 3 books to talk about. They're all a part of a series, 2 completely separate series, but we're about to jump into the 3rd, balls deep. But you have to finish you have to wait until I finish the book I'm reading now. You can't without me.
Fine. I'm really not into a book at the moment because I really need to get the Midnight's audiobook done, and that's a whole other all by itself. So.
Okay, then I forgive your discretions and we may continue. So, book number 1 is Never Stop by Miss Addie Renee. Oh, I should have grabbed mine. It's on there.
How embarrassing that you don't have yours.
Oh my God, how embarrassing. Sarah, do you want to start us off?
Okay, first of all, I will say Addie is literally the cutest human on the face of this earth. She's so sweet. This book, it took me forever it was, the TBR list is so long. It took me forever. And I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to just read it. It's a quick read. I do love that about it. I actually listened to it, but I mean, let me look. It's three some. It's not even 400 pages. So it's a super quick read.
Easy read. Yeah.
Basically, again, if you want no spoilers, probably maybe don't listen, but I'll try my hardest not to spoil.
I'm gonna say this. If you don't want spoilers, you're gonna have to pause the episode and come back, bitch.
This
is gonna be a spoiler episode. I'm so sorry.
Episode. Okay,
sorry. I think all of our book episodes are gonna be spoiler episodes because we're literally talking about the books we've read.
Unless we're fan theorizing.
Ooh, and I'm ready to do that. You know that.
Okay. So, essentially what happens is there's Via and Ander. I had to make sure. Via and Ander, and they're basically childhood sweethearts. They grew up and they loved each other as children. She had this really crazy
best friends all summer.
Yeah, best friends all summer. They finally are okay, you know what? Let's get together. Then there's this side character that the whole time I'm waiting for shit to go sideways, okay? And the side character is this crazy abusive brother. And essentially it gets to the point where something happens between Via and the brother, and basically she's sorry, Ander, I can't date you, and something tragic ends up happening. Do we want to talk about the tragedy or meh?
I mean, we can. I'm going to interrupt for 1 second. Okay. So, guys, I have to say, I loved reading the book. It was I already know why Sarah's laughing, because I will say, when you start reading a book, please make sure that you know exactly what genre you're reading. Because I got to be honest, I thought this was dark romance. So when I tell y'all, I was sitting there and I was like, oh my, because it's her stepbrother who's the mean a-hole. Yeah, yes. They're not related. That's a stepbrother. And I'm like, oh my God, he's kind of a dictator. And I'm like, I genuinely, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, for most of the book, I was like, when is the dark part coming in? Are they gonna end up fucking? Because he's really mean to her. This is past the point of dark romance.
When you texted me and you're all, so when does her and the stepbrother fuck? I'm like, never.
That's when I started to realize I don't think I'm reading what I think I'm reading, which is totally fine.
No.
But guys, that once I realized, which to be honest was teetering towards the end of the book, I was like, this is not dark romance. I was like, I have to change my entire thought process on this entire book, because I was like, Addie, the fuck do you mean? He's hurting her so bad, and they're gonna end up
I don't understand. Why doesn't he love her yet?
I'm like, Anders like really big in this. I almost said episode in this book, and it seems like they're going to be together. But where's the dark part? And then I was like, this isn't dark, huh? Like there are definitely dark parts of it where it's like, ooh, that's pretty fucked up. But I'm talking dark romance. That is not it.
So basically, what happens, to give you kind of like a rundown that's not dark romance, is her family ends up getting into a car accident and literally just dying. And the stepbrother somehow blackmails her into never seeing Ander again because she thinks it's her fault. And literally 6 years go by, and her friend sets her up on this date that's like a blind date, and it literally ends up with being with none other than Ander, and both of them are like, oh, what the fuck, right?
Is it calling it like a spicy Hallmark kind of fare?
Kind of.
Because I feel like some parts that were too dark for Hallmark.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But I feel like that.
But it's not necessarily contemporary because it's not just like, oh, what a cutesy little romance.
No, it's not. That's the hard thing. That I feel like it's somewhere between Hallmark and dark romance.
Yeah.
But I feel like I loved it, but I just was honestly dying that I was like, I didn't fucking know. Like this whole time I'm like, I don't know how she's gonna bridge this gap. He's so mean to her. Like this is not.
You're like, are they gonna have a threesome? Like, are they gonna finally get on the same page?
Literally, I was like, this is a little too much redemption. And y'all know from a previous episode that I said there comes a point where I'm like, ooh, this is not it. Like it's too. I don't like this. And I was like, bitch, Addie, I don't know how you're gonna do this. And she was never planning on doing it. That was just in my head.
Yeah, that's actually the funniest part of the whole story. So, Addie, if you want to add that into your next book, like PSA, Ani, not dark.
Dumb hoe, this is not a dark romance. But you know what, though? I will say, understanding what genre you're going into really does matter. Because for a minute, I was like, not saying like I didn't like it, but at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's not really dark romancy. And that's when I started texting when you're like, it's not dark romance. And I was like,
I'm all,
never mind.
No, you're just going to have to keep reading and like, and I will say that it's probably very difficult to be like dark romance, dark romance, dark romance, and then be like, okay, let me switch my mindset so I can finish reading this book and be like, oh, that was so cute.
It's a cute. Yeah, but truly, I feel like it's a really good, oh my gosh, what do we call
palette
it? Like
cleanser.
I think it's a great palette cleanser. Yeah. So if you've been reading a lot of really dark shit and you're like, damn, dude, I need something else, I think that's a great book. Yeah.
Oh awesome. No, this one is so it's so cute and it's so perfect because it's like very rarely do you read like when I've literally read the chapter that says 6 years later, I was like, no, what do you mean?
That's what feels Hallmarky to me. What's that movie? Oh, you don't watch movies. Shit. Not 10 Things I Hate About You. It's with Reese Witherspoon. And is it like Matthew McConaughey? And they Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
That is a holiday movie. I'm gonna watch that today. Wait a minute. But
maybe. I would say maybe it's kind of like that.
Well, I'm saying like where they're like, oh, they're together young, and then all of a sudden it's like fast forward.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah. But, and they just like picked up right where they left off. It was super cute. And then like homeboy that was dark romancy but not, like stepbrother ends up getting out of jail and literally basically kidnapping her. And then like boyfriend comes to save the day. Life is great. Like,
sorry, I don't mean to keep laughing, but my bitch ass did not understand where this book was going because I had a totally different
You're like, wait, it's almost over and she's only just now getting kidnapped. We're gonna miss all the good stuff.
That's gonna be a crazy cliffhanger in this book. No. Oh my god. So anyway, if you need a palette cleanser, I highly recommend it. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Now, there's another series we want to talk about that we are, I think, midway through because there's only going to be 4, right? No, there's going to be 5.
Okay, but there's 4, but then it said the 5th one is almost like a story of Heidi.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this is a quadrology?
Oh.
No, quintet is 5.
Quartet.
Tetralogy.
I don't like it.
Shit, we're doing this all. It's a foursome. So
it's a foursome.
It's a foursome.
So it's a foursome with a quintet.
It's a foursome with a quintet. Yeah. So, okay, the series, it's called Cursed Legacies series, and it's by Morgan B. Lee. Y'all, I cannot express enough how fucking good the series
literally, I text you and I'm like, wait, this is Wednesday Addams to a T, like in the best way, only fantasy.
Bro, if you follow me on TikTok at all and you've kept up on my videos, there was at one point where I was like, I want like a bad bitch FMC. I want a hoe who is like fucking go, but I don't want it like Den of Vipers. No offense, I'm so sorry. I hated that book. Don't, with respect to the author, don't waste your time. It was so bad because I think there's a difference between an FMC who is a bad bitch, but like in Den of Vipers, like all of a sudden she took down like 3 giant dudes, and I'm like, let's be realistic. That's not it. But I feel like Maven
could take down 3 dudes like a bad bitch.
I love her. I love her attitude. I love how dark she is. I like how goth she is. And that's literally what I was asking for. I'm like, I want a book with a bad motherfucking bitch FMC that's also realistic, which I realize is so fucking stupid because we're now about to jump into vampires and the nether and dragons. I don't care.
Okay.
She to me is still so fucking realistic, and I love that.
Well, here's the difference, I think. Like, I think, I haven't read Den of Viper, so I don't know, but it's like some girl that has like a bad attitude and she's like a bad bitch. Like, that's one thing, but that doesn't make you like a good fighter, and it doesn't make you have like, I swear, like with Maven, like, she grew up in hell, literally. So she has no other choice, but like all she knows how to do is fight and survive. So of course it makes logical sense that she's going to fuck some shit up.
Yes, her entire backstory, even down to like her aversion to touch because of the mech. And I'm like, Morgan, I've been so like I am so obsessed. Okay, so if you guys, real quick, this is a paranormal. Why choose reverse harem, whatever you want to call it? I don't care. It's so we've read 2. Number 1 is Blood Oath, and number 2 is Shadowheart.
Oh, it's so good.
We are finally going to jump into 3 and 4. I've literally made Sarah wait for me so that I could read another book like in between, like to do some catching up. Okay, we got to talk about the men though. All of them are so different, and I have theories.
Okay. I have Blood Oath. Let's get into it. So Maven, like we already said, raised in hell. She comes to this like academy, school, whatever, and gets paired with a quintet. Like it's like their group that they have to work together, whatever. She gets paired with 4 men. Okay, so 4 men are Crypt.
Oh, I will pop my pussy for Crypt. Oh my God.
Crypt is, let's see, he is in like the nether, the sleeping realm, the dream realm.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like in between real life and hell almost. It's like almost what it feels like. Yeah. So we have him. We have Balefire, who is the dragon of motherfucking dragons.
Who's a dragon shifter.
The possessiveness, the attitude. Okay, keep going. Yes.
Also but also he's like, I love, this is him, right? Where he's like, he calls her boo. He calls her like little flower.
A praise king.
He has when I read she goes, good boy. And he's like, ha!
He was just I was like, oh my fucking God.
But here's the thing. I didn't see it coming, but it makes sense because he's literally an animal.
Yes. And then we have Frost, which by the way, Frost, why are you worried about your so FYI guys, basically all 5 of them have some type of curse, and the curse can only be broken when they essentially like attach to each other, like all their hearts go together. They bond together, yeah. So Frost's curse is whoever he falls in love with is gonna fucking die, but she can't die. She doesn't have a fucking heart. Or does she? Because now, not Frost, the last one with an S, Silas. They've bonded now. I think they all have to go dark to match her and bond with her. So even how Balefire is like, they have to. So even how Balefire is like super sweet, kind of like
doesn't Angel Baby Dragon. Murder anyone.
I think the minute he starts like shit I think it's all gonna go fucking sideways now because obviously the main legacies now know that she's like the keeper of the fucking crypt over here and she's coming to get him.
How about the part where she goes, "Yeah, Crip, sorry, I just murdered your dad," and he goes, "Oh, I know, I left him in the Nether, darling," and I was like,
I Crypt like casually stalking her and being just a little fucking creep. No, wait. When that bitch in class tried to fucking trip her or whatever, and he literally picked her up, took her to the Nether, brought her back, and fucking murdered her in
dropped
the
her
middle
from
of
the
class.
ceiling in class. Fuck.
10 out of 10.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm telling you, it's books like this that make me realize I think I'm fucked up. I think there's like maybe something potentially wrong in my brain because I'm like, oh, Balefire's so sweet, but Crypt.
Mm-hmm. I'm over here like, how can I make Kane more toxic?
Yeah, I love the toxic one. So now that Silas is a necromancer, because now he's dabbling in dark magic, he did it for her to save her, which I'm like,
Had to.
attaboy, attaboy.
Good
That's
boy.
good boy. That's what we wanted. So obviously, but now that them two are bonded, that obviously shows. I think it's one of those things where it's like I think the fates meant it all to be this way. If she had a normal heart, she wouldn't be as dark as she is. If she was as dark as she is, the prophecy wouldn't be fulfilled. So I think that's where the entire series now has to lean into of all of them going dark.
Here's what I caught onto at the very end of book 2. You know the lady, I don't know her name, the lady dressed in white that healed her, or that healed him, like Silas, or
the goddess prophetess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she made a comment at the end and she was like, "Oh, like, what did she say?" Because basically she's like, "Heal them right now." And she goes, "Oh, is that any way to ask?" And she goes, "Oh, my bad, heal them right now." And she was like, "Oh, you're just like her." And I'm like, who are you just like? Is it just like your mom? Is it just like somebody else? Is it just because there was no her mentioned anywhere?
I wonder if it's been Lillian, the one that's in hell, the one that's being held in
Oh,
hell,
like her friend?
or the mom ish. Not mom, but like that's the one that took care of her, the one that gave her love, like da da da.
But she also said something similar, like, not similar, but because they had met before, right? Like before that one moment. Or
Yes, because they
Silas.
met when the quintet was put together. They met when, hold on, wait. Nope, that was with fucking Silas because Silas can't lie.
That's true. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she's been around and about, but I think she's only met her maybe
That bitch
twice.
knows something.
She's the one that put them together.
Yeah.
And she's been the one saving their fucking asses left and right. So obviously, like, this is supposed to happen. They're gonna rule. I wonder, like, are they gonna become the new like legacy? Because she's trying to kill. God, what? I wish I could remember their fucking name. But like the main 4, 5, the first quintet,
I
which
thought
now
it was
like
the legacy, the legend, the
it was something like that.
whatever.
Yeah. But I'm wondering if this quintet is gonna end up replacing them.
Here's my thing. There has to be a third party involved. Because just like other books that we've talked about, it's like when we were plotting out Nightshade, there has to be, it's like there's a baby villain, and that's like,
And then Big Baddie.
I think the baby villain, to be honest with you, is the dude that raised her, because at some point, like, she has to fulfill her job, and then what?
How interesting. I was thinking opposite. I was thinking the legendary quintet is Baby Baddie, and I'm going to call him the devil because and I was thinking
Yeah.
the devil was Big Baddie because he has her heart. He's the one holding all the humans. He's the one holding Lillian in the same way that in Throne of Glass, I don't think Robin and the King, I think they're Baby Baddies and Maven is Big Baddie.
So maybe he's the big baddie and the legend, whatever we called it, is the baby baddie.
Because
either
now,
way, I think there has to be a third party involved.
See, I think it's them, and here's my theory, and I've been trying to like avoid all mention of this book fucking anywhere, which honestly, I don't understand how this hoe isn't extraordinarily famous yet. Morgan B. Lee.
Are these her only books out?
I don't, hold on. I actually have my computer in front of me.
I want to say
Find
I
out.
looked and they might be. Because
All
I
books.
think
Here we go.
they literally the most recent
Yes.
one came out in April.
Yeah, there's one being released December 13th. Okay, yeah, these are her only books. But I genuinely, I don't understand how this hasn't blown up. I don't understand. They're so fucking good.
Not only that, like, I feel like coming from somebody who has written multiple people, it's not just like say for example like this book, it's like there's a couple friends and there's like the main two. It's like, so for me in Midnight's, and the only way I can think of it is to explain it this way, but like when you have multiple characters, you can't just be like, oh yeah, they're funny, oh yeah, they said this. They have to have a whole ass personality. The way that
personality, backstory, like, and what I love, sorry, now I'm interrupting because I'm excited.
right.
They're all so different. She
Yes.
did not copy paste their personalities, their vernacular, the way they speak, the way they respond, the looks that they give her. Like, these are all, and I know it sounds so dumb to be like, these are all fully
developed humans.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so hear me out though. Here's why I think the devil, I cannot remember his name, the one who raised Maven, here's why I think he's big baddie. Because not only did he obviously raise her this way, he took her fucking heart. She has to kill the legacies in order to fulfill her entire like reason for being, purpose. But then she also has to fulfill her blood oath to release those people and also make it so that the demons don't fully enter into the world and fucking murder everybody.
Have they explained? I'm trying to think because like it's literally been weeks since I finished it. But like, has she fully explained to them what her shadow part purpose is?
Yes. That just finished in the second book.
Like right at the end, right?
It was literally at the very end. Part of it was when they were in that classroom and she was like, hey, I read something. And the teacher was like, that.
Yes.
But she explained that. I keep calling him the devil because I just cannot remember his fucking name.
But it literally said that she would, once her purpose was fulfilled, she would die.
Yes, but is it that the other four men are going to keep her alive if their hearts are now attaching to hers when they never even thought that was possible? Maybe she doesn't actually need to go get her heart back, but she can still find a way to fulfill her purpose, keep with the blood oath, and save Lillian and all those humans.
So really, she has to bond with the other three.
So, okay, what do we think has to happen with the other three then? Silas already did it. He's a fucking necromancer. So if we think it's the same, like, vibe, is there a good and bad version of each of what they are? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, with fae and fairies, there's magic, good magic, and then there's necromancer.
Let's go through how did he bond with her? He healed her
because she was about to die because she was burned when she was fighting with Crip's dad.
But then they ended up doing it, right? Like he healed her. No,
they never had sex. So what happened is they were out on the field and Maven was like, well, I'm gonna fucking die because fire is one of the only things that can hurt her.
And then he did the whole, and then he got
and then he was like, my normal magic doesn't work. So he was like, fuck it, we're going into dark magic. And this is why I think this is all meant to happen, because he was the apprentice of like the Supreme Wizard. And had he not been the apprentice of the Supreme Wizard and the Supreme Wizard hadn't kept him back, then he never would have learned about necromancy. Like,
right.
So I think all of this was meant to happen. So because he was like, I'm not going to do good magic anymore, I'm going to be a necromancer. That's the only way to save Maven. So that now bonded them.
Maybe they have to do their version of dark magic. So like,
but that's why I'm saying, like, let's say there's a good and a bad version of each, right?
Yeah.
So with magic, there's good light magic, and then there's dark magic. He did dark magic, they're now bonded. But if we look at Frost, because now we have Frost, Crypt, and Balefire. So Frost obviously, because Frost has to make those things. Frost can make one of the things that can kill her. That has to play into this.
Well, Crypt being the keeper of the Nether or whatever, the mid realm, whatever, like I wonder if they've all got to like tap into their dark side somehow.
Well, and I wonder with Crypt, because he keeps smoking those like cigars, I wonder if it's whatever like is happening with him passing between like here and like the Nether.
Yeah.
If once him and Maven like bond, if that's not going to affect him anymore.
Right. And
So
with Frost, like, I can't fall in love with anyone or they'll die. Either there's more to his curse that hasn't been shared, or he's like, wait a minute, she can't die, so then we can bond anyway.
But I feel like Frost being like, I love you, now we're bonded. Not that that feels lame compared to Silas. He gave up everything. He can never go back and do normal magic again. Like, he's a necromancer now. That's it. Period. Full stop.
Huh.
So I'm also then surprised that Crypt and her haven't already bonded because he's dark, baby. He fucked up. He's so
I wonder, like, literally, I wonder if each of them are different. Because Silas was like, I'm never going to do this. And Necromancy, ooh, yeah, no thanks. And then he was like, hey, I have no choice to save her. I wonder if it's like a I have no choice moment instead of like dark, 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 dark. Because, yeah, Crypt is already dark.
But I think Balefire is going to go dark. I think
when he goes feral, like something will have to happen to her. What is it that he says, like when he said something about when dragons go into a rut, or when because you know how like his dragon is always like and then when he gets into dragon mode, she's like down boy, and he's like
I think what's good, because Balefire is the one that's kind of like, I don't really want to kill people, but like I will if I have to. I think he's going to end up on a murderous fucking rampage.
somebody
I think it might shock everybody.
Somebody has to either touch her the wrong way or say like when he's like, I licked her, and then he went psycho.
Fucking good. That was so good.
Hot ta.
Hot ta 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 ta. And then he got the fucking collar. Well, and now they have to escape from the school.
Oh yeah, they can't stay at the school anymore. There's no fucking way.
There's no way because
somebody, and now they outed her.
Yes, now they know. God, what was her name? I cannot remember. I feel like it started with an R is what she was considered, but we'll get to that. No. All I know is the series is 10 out of fucking 10.
Oh, so good.
I am literally so obsessed with it. So fucking I feel like once I finish the book I'm reading now, we're gonna plow through those last two because I just have to know what happens at this point. Like I need to know.
The way that like the other day I'm like, I don't have anything to do. And I'm like, no.
Don't you fucking do it, but don't you dare. Yeah, okay, so do you think she's gonna end up killing all the legacies?
I think yes. I think she has to. I think no one else can kill the other legacies, although the little changeling killed the one.
Wait,
she has to still find Kenzie.
No.
Her friend is still missing, right?
No, she got her friend. No.
Oh.
No. Remember, she got her friend. They were walking back. They were kind of in the graveyard. There's a creepy thing.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
But, okay, wait. Hear me out, though. What if she doesn't have to kill the legacies, even though that's her purpose? Because obviously other things are happening, and she's, like, getting a heart back.
Here's my theory, though. So if she doesn't kill all of the legacies, Satan over here in hell is gonna literally be like, something's up. Because here's what I think. I think on some level they're connected in a way because he gave her a shadow heart. So at some point, like, and I swear this, like, it just, I don't know, it just like has to happen this way. I don't know. Like at some point he's going to catch on that she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. Like there's no way he doesn't figure that out. So he's
but what if they make it,
I don't know.
But what if they make it look like they're still trying what they're really trying to do? Because what if by all of them attaching their hearts, what if that's her version of a curse? What if that's her curse that they all have to attach in order for her to not fucking die?
Yeah. I wonder if at some point they do that. Homeboy finds out. He's like, nah, I have a plan B. And then they're all bonded at that point, so it doesn't matter. Or I don't know. We just
Well,
need to
because
finish
I'm
it.
thinking, well, because then what if, hold on, I feel like we're either so right or so wrong. And I love this about theories. Theories are so fucking fun. Because what if it is kind of like that, though, where it's like, okay, well, because they've never taught her curse isn't a normal curse. It wasn't given
No.
her by the gods. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just different. But what if that is her version? Her having a shadow heart is her version of a curse.
Okay, hear me out because we plotted for Nightshade. If there's a hell, there are gods. So at some point, somebody's gonna have some explaining to do.
I or are the legacies almost considered like the gods?
Oh, maybe.
But no, because the prophet, I can never say that word. No, because there might have to be gods then. Oh, I don't know.
If there are gods, how would they be involved?
But I'm just saying, what if once, because I know you're like a couple chapters ahead, but what I'm saying is once Silas wakes up, he's obviously going to live, he's going to be fine. And he realizes, like, oh shit, we have now 100% bonded. They're all realizing they don't have to wait to the end of the school year to have a spell to bond. They can literally just do it on their own. And that is the way to save her. So what if now they're focused on, hunt down the legacies, kill them, whatever, fuck them all, because they're going to come after her and they're never going to allow that.
Yeah.
But what if then it becomes like, once they've all bonded, she can't be killed? Because what if the devil can technically either like repo the shadow heart or crush her original heart and she can die that way? But if they've all 5 of them have bonded, she can't die that way anymore.
Oof.
I mean, that would make sense. Because if she's going to save them from their curses, they have to be able to save her. Otherwise, the whole series is stupid.
Could you imagine? It's like amazing, amazing, amazing. She died.
Can you imagine she fucking dies? I swear to fucking God, ho. I'm deleting this episode. I'd be so fucking mad about it.
Morgan, boo.
Morgan, boo, Lee. I truly feel like once this series picks up, it's gonna pick up. She's gonna be famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. It was so fucking good. I cannot, like, I'm so torn because of the book I'm reading right now. I'm like, I want to finish it because I want to know what happens and I want to hurry, but I don't want to hurry because I really want to enjoy it. But I have to know what happens to Maven and the dudes.
Same.
Like, and those are ones that I want to read. Like, I want to actually, I have a thing about reading versus audio sometimes. I want to read those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so fucking good.
I'm just literally so excited. Any final thoughts? 10 out of 10.
No, if you haven't read that book, you have to read that book.
You have to read it. Catch up to us. I mean, good luck. We'll catch up. It's gonna be crazy.
Good luck, because I'm only waiting one more day.
I will finish the book I'm reading today.
That's why I said one more day. I only said one day because I knew you'd be done already.
I know. Last I checked the audiobook, it was only like 3.5 hours I had left. I think I've already listened to like another hour. So I can, and I read faster than the audiobook does. It's like, it's honestly like not even that bad.
Yeah, no, you're almost done with Quicksilver.
No. So all I gotta say is, guys, you have to read this series. If you like fae, vampires, gods,
if you like reading, you have to
reading. But it's very like fantasy. Why choose? Dark humor. Like, we're talking Wednesday Addams, which honestly is probably one of the reasons, guys, I literally have Wednesday Addams tattooed on me, which is probably one of the reasons I love this fucking series so goddamn much. Yeah, like, I'm obsessed.
I have to know if Morgan likes Wednesday, because literally the opening couple chapters, I'm like, oh, Wednesday and Enid.
I'm like, this is me and Sarah.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to guess who the happy-go-lucky one is and who the Maven is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. I'm literally going to finish Quicksilver today, and then I'm jumping straight back into that series because I'm like, I need to order them because I want them as trophies, and I don't have my trophies yet.
Yeah, I have to order them too. I've been doing the audiobooks.
I need my trophies. So, guys, thank you so much for being here with us on Read It or Don't, I guess. Or don't do whatever you want. Boo. But these are two, like, these series we highly, highly recommend, especially if you're super into fantasy. You have to read this series. It is so motherfucking good. And as always, if there's something that you want us to read, please let us know. And you know our rule. If you are an indie author and we read your book and we don't like it, we are not going to post about it. We're not fucking mean a-holes. We're not going to ruin your career.
No.
We might DM you privately and be like, hey, this didn't land because of XYZ, which also, like, I feel like that's so hard sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, I did message an author once and I was like, yo, I love your books. Don't love the audiobook for these reasons. And they didn't honestly really say anything. I was so nice, but I was literally like, if you get better narrators, I promise you'll be famous. You the whole fucking book world will know your name. I don't know if it landed. And I meant it only with love, but
You know what? That's fair. Like, but as an author, like, hi, if you didn't like something or like, especially if you said it nicely, I've had it rude and I've had it nice, and like both ways, I'm like, okay, that's fair. It's like, but if you say it nicely, I'm more likely going to think about it than if you're like, your book sucked. Boo.
well, and my whole shit was like, this has nothing to do with your writing. Your writing is 10 out of 10. I love it. I love the characters. I love the whole, everything that's happening. 10 out of 10. Do not change a thing. Don't love the narrators.
And narrators can make or break an entire book.
Especially male narrators can make or break a whole book. So I did message an author that. I straight up told him, like, look, you can tell me to fuck off and I will still read your series. I will still talk about it to the end of my days. I will still love it. No hard feelings. They didn't answer me back. I think I hurt their feelings. But if, I don't know, if you ever see this, I didn't mean to. I really do love you.
I didn't mean to.
I just want you to be famous because your writing deserves it. That's it. That was it. I'm sorry. So,
hilarious.
Anyway, thank you guys for being here on another episode of Read It or Don't. And we'll see you next week.
Peace. Bye.